Did I do it?
It went up.
Thank the Lord.
What happened?
I did it. I fixed it. I think I fixed it.
It's back
I
on.
think I fixed it. I'm using a different internet connection than I did last time.
Just
Perfect. All right, we're good. I fixed it now.
Can you fix it so it's not lagging?
It's not lagging anymore, Brian.
Hi.
yeah.
Hold on. Did we lose everybody?
Listen, we have 0 viewers.
4.
They're back at it. Back in action.
4. But it's working now.
They're
Yeah.
back
I know.
at it. Back in
If you
action.
can get them back, it's
But
working now.
They're
All
back
right. I
at
know.
it. Back in
If you can
action.
get them back, it's working now.
They're
All
back
right. I
at
know.
it. Back in
If you can
action.
get them back, it's working now.
They're
All
back
right. I
at
know.
it. Back in
If you
action.
can get them back, it's working
No,
now.
they're
All right.
back
I
at
know.
it. Back in
If you
action.
can get them back, it's working
No,
now.
they're
All
back
right. I
at
know.
it. Back in
If you can
action.
get them back, it's working
No,
now.
they're
All
back
right. I
at
know.
it. Back in
If you can
action.
get them back, it's working
No,
now.
they're
All
back
right. I
at
know.
it. Back in
If you can
action.
get them back, it's working
No,
now.
they're
All
back
right. I
at
know.
it. Back in
If you can get them back, it's working
No,
now.
they're
All
back
right. I
at
know.
it. Back in
If you can get them back, it's working
No,
now.
they're
All
back
right. I
at
know.
it. Back in
If you can get them back, it's working now.
No, they're back at it. Back in
If you can get them back, it's working now.
No, they're back at it. Back
If you can get them back, it's working now.
No, they're back at it. Back
If you can get them back, it's working now.
No, they're back at it. Back
If you can get them back, it's working now.
No, they're back at it. Back
If you can get them back, it's working now.
No, they're back at it.
If you can get them back, it's working now.
No, they're back at it.
If you can get them back, it's working now.
No, they're back at it.
If you can get them back, it's working now.
No, they're back at it.
If you can get them back, it's working now.
No, they're back at it.
If you can get them back, it's working now.
No, they're back at it.
If you can get them back, it's working now.
No, they're back at it.
If you can get them back, it's working now.
No, they're back at it.
If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's working now. If you can get them back, it's wor There. How are we looking? We got 9.
Really?
Can't hear anything. Oh wait, hold on. I can fix that too. Can't hear anything. Oh wait, hold on. I can fix that.
No,
Too. Wait, they should be.
Wait, I could hear us when I went to my YouTube.
You can hear us saying what's it? Antonio, it might be you. Cause yeah, our mic, it's on.
Antonio,
so check something on your
you gotta
end.
figure that out. Oh, he said good.
Bring everybody back.
It's good. Thank you.
Tell everybody to come back. I'm sorry. Forgive me. It's gonna work now. I know it's up.
To you, okay?
Okay.
Because I want people to see me.
There will be no more problems now.
Really?
I'm like 70% sure.
I got my leg stuck. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, Brian, you have 9 people back.
It's Alyssa. It's my mom's account. Hi, Alyssa.
Ask them if they want to play a game.
Do you want to play games still, people? Or if not, Brian just wants me to put the talk on.
What's that?
That's an
mean?
emote. That's a good vibes emoji. That is
Good
not a
vibes
yes or no.
emoji.
That's not a yes or no.
Preston, yes or no? Watch me say or.
Use words. Can I hear this?
Yes.
Oh,
If you're playing through the big speakers.
all right. Whoever was here, tell people to come back. We need more people.
Preston said yes and no.
Brian wants more people. Bring them back. We had like
Reel in the kids.
we had like 12, and now we have 10.
It's cool. Let's we can play. We have enough.
Only if there's more guys than girls. What? Oh, that's Gabe. I thought it said like Gabrielle.
All right, 8.
Okay, Hallie, you're up. 'Cause
Literally, Alyssa's the only girl.
Is she? Really? That was like
Five.
flipped from last week, wasn't it? I
All right,
thought last week it
Alyssa,
was
it's
way
all on
different.
you.
Send the link. Send the link to people. I know Brian sent out a text link, but now I guess it's a different link, and that's my fault. So send the link for this one. Send that to people.
Okay, you're right. Sorry.
I'm gonna flip this around.
Oh, I'll do the one that was bad. Did you see what that one was?
Okay.
Do you think they'll know that?
Maybe.
Probably not.
You have 1 minute, so as many as
Alyssa,
you can
it's
get.
literally you, and I only can think of one thing to do. How do I?
What?
Can I like do numbers so they can say like? Is it like 5 words? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you
Is
can do that,
like
yeah.
charades?
Well, are you gonna you got to see it chat? I'm assuming, don't you not?
I'm gonna be, or you be watching it.
I'll be
I'll tell you
watching.
what it is. I'll tell you what it is. You ready?
Oh, Hannah's here.
I actually don't
You got
know
that?
what I'm gonna do
Yeah.
this.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Dude, I can't speak though, right?
You can't speak.
Okay, one. That's literally all that I can do for this one. That's all that I can think of.
They get it?
Probably not.
Keep going, you gotta keep going.
Oh!
Oh, you got it.
They got it. They got it. They got it. They got it.
You still 1 minute.
Oh, yes. Oh, can I not?
You can't talk. You watching comments?
How the heck are they gonna get that one? How the heck are they gonna get that one?
40 seconds.
I'm like,
They haven't gotten it?
That one was hard.
how's that hard? I feel like I'm pointing at it. Sorry.
Wait, what is it? I thought it was word. Oh yeah, they got it.
Oh my god!
Jeez. That's fine.
20
That
seconds.
was not hard. It was. I saw a different word. It said. I was looking at where it said word generator. I was like, how? What the heck?
They
Chase
get
is
dry.
bad
They
at
get dry.
this.
I'm bad. I'm looking at like five different things right now.
4,
Give her no. Give
3.
her,
Yeah,
give
they
her
got
more
it. They got it.
Give her- give her-
Okay, and you are out of time.
Good job.
That was yeah.
Good job. You
I
got 3.
Chase made us laugh.
I would say give her more time. That was me.
That was 90 seconds.
Oh, fine. But I was also. They had it before. They had it before I said it. I was looking something else. It was
Oh,
driving.
I'm gonna go with that. Yeah. So if you with my phone, if you like pull that.
Oh no. Hey, Jared wants to play. Hey,
iPhones work.
who wants Jared to play charades?
Oh.
Get Jared over here. Jared! Jared!
All right, guys.
Jared's here.
Let's do this.
Wait, Brian.
Type if you want Jared to play charades.
I made it 40 minutes.
Just turn it. No, you can change
There are
it.
different timers. You switch. 1:30.
Ryan said.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Do you have the word?
Does Chase know
Yeah.
what the word is?
No, I don't know what the word is. Okay, I know what the word is.
Milking cow.
Is that? I know.
That's Jared. No.
How would he didn't hear?
Jared Moore.
It doesn't count.
Oh, they got it! They got it! They got it! They got it! It was jog. It was jog. I can confirm it was jog.
No.
Wait, what?
No, this isn't it. It was the one before that. So if I see it, then I'll say yes.
Broom, broom.
Yes, they got it.
Was it airplane?
Yeah.
I'm assuming? Okay.
No.
Was it airplane? No. No.
Oh my god, he's not even in frame.
Oh no, it's a little bit delay.
Do you see it?
Do it. Punch the camera.
Are you kidding me?
They got it?
No, but Chase was just saying stuff.
What? I didn't say anything.
Well, I can use Jared.
Hmm?
Do I still have time?
Yes, Antonio got it. You
Yeah.
have
no.
10 seconds.
I don't think me saying that helped at all.
I feel like it didn't because they weren't paying attention.
Conor McGregor.
Done.
I
Oh!
Someone get it?
Alyssa heard what Chase said punch when you were doing.
said punch the camera. I didn't mean literally the word was
How many
punch.
we get? How many
You
we
got
get?
3 because we'll count Chase.
We'll,
for
we'll, we'll,
cheating.
we'll count it as 3. We'll count it as 3.
Cheating.
Okay. One more round each.
Okay.
We're going to medium. We're going to medium.
Hey y'all, send this link to people, yeah?
No.
I'm sorry!
Wait, the people can't see it though. Wait.
Wait.
No, I have an idea.
Are you using props?
Can I use one?
Just do it.
Can you?
Hold on.
Is that cheating? Hey everyone, how's it going?
You good?
Okay, ready?
All right, here we go. 3,
Mm.
2, 1.
Wait!
Oh, wait. Start. Go.
No, wait, what? Stop! Okay, go. Wait, what?
Right here.
This is cheating. Oh my. Wait, what? Yeah, they're not gonna see that. There's no pictures.
Wait, where are the comments?
Are you kidding
They
me?
haven't said anything. They haven't said anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, wait. He's not a female. Well, as far as we know. Said that out loud. Yeah. Okay, they got it.
Hey! I don't approve of this.
Oh!
I don't approve of this.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, don't.
Oh, whoa!
45 seconds.
Ah!
I don't know I don't know if I should show that.
Do a different one. Give her more time.
It's up to her. It's whatever she wants.
Should I show them the picture?
I don't know. Wait.
That's blurry. Oh no, there you go.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh my god, I punched
Torn bicep.
my arm
Injured.
so hard.
Drugs.
15 seconds.
Hey! I got it.
They got it.
It was bruised. It was bruised.
No. Oh,
3, 2, 1.
Give her time.
Yeah.
Give her time. What is it? Give her some.
Nah.
Wait. Yeah. I'll give it. They get it.
All
Wink.
right.
They got it. It's wink. It was wink.
disgusting.
It was wink.
Okay.
I don't even want to know, like how.
Oh, you can also-
Yo, use the link I sent in the chat because this. I guess it made a different. It made a new video. I linked this new one in the chat because I know you sent it out like mass text.
Oh, they said it's super loud.
Loud?
They
What is
said-
Spotify?
Maddie said we're super loud.
Oh, I can fix that.
All right. Un momento.
There we go. That should be better.
Okay, my turn.
So hard.
All right, last round. You guys ready? We need to win this.
I think we got six. We have six altogether.
No, I think you got like 2.
No. What do you
Okay.
want? Do you want this one?
I think I'm gonna get that one. Come on, Chase.
Okay.
Come on, move it, Chase.
Hold on.
Can we see the comments?
Twitching.
Elbow cuff. Elbow cuff. That's what it says.
Yes, Gabe got it.
It's elbow cuff, Jared. That's literally what the. We want Jared for charades. Get Jared for charades. I have to.
Oh my god, the nine.
Nobody?
Nothing. Nobody knows what you're doing. Oh, Antonio got it.
Oh my.
No, it just came up.
It just came up like literally right now. Ding dong, bing bong. I'm accounting for the delay, Jared. It's fine.
Bruh.
It's not lagging that bad.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Hey! Antonio got it. Whipping. Pen.
Oh my
Jared-
god, they're gonna get this
Brian's
one.
good at this one.
Disney,
Disney
Channel.
That's a good one. That's a fun.
Disney
They've got
Channel.
it. They've got it. Have got it.
2, 1, 0. They didn't get it.
No, there's a
we
delay.
gave you
Yeah,
extra
I
Oh,
got
he
it.
got it. He got it. He got
I
it.
got it. It was basketball.
That means you guys beat us. I think. I think you beat us by
I think you
one.
can do one more. You can do one more round probably.
What time is it?
Okay, one more round.
One more round.
One more
Can
round.
Jared just be it for both of our teams?
Yeah, Jared can check comments for us.
No, I want Jared to be the charade. man.
Jared, come do charades.
Jared, you wanna do
We
charades
want
for us?
Jared for
Jared, do
charades.
charades.
Oh,
No, there's a delay. I'm watching.
he's saying his end isn't.
Oh, let me
So
refresh. it
just show.
I'm gonna do that one.
Yeah. You can. Yeah, I'll hang out with Jared. All right, so we're doing one more round.
Oh gosh.
This is lightning round. We're gonna get it. Boys are gonna win. Girls are gonna lose. Are we ready, Holly?
No.
Bing bong. What? Don't do that one. Nope.
Sorry, it's gonna be just a
Ooh.
second. Holly wants to cheat and find like the perfect word.
I just have to find easier ones.
Elbow.
Because you got super easy ones. That's not fair.
Elbow cough. All right, your word is elbow cough.
A word generator.
Yeah, she's.
And it's the same.
Ooh, that's good. Do that one.
for both of us.
Back up a little bit, Brian.
No, it gives me dumb words.
All right, you ready?
Back. Whoa, hold on, wait, hold on. Brian needs to get more this way. Oh, you're on this Ocean Sally? Okay, go.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, go.
Go. Okay, go. Go.
Someone got it.
Switch.
Yeah, I'm lagging this. I see nothing over here. Good job, Wendell.
Got it.
Oh.
That one.
Mm-hmm.
Less than 1 minute. Got it. 45 seconds.
You guys got a heck of time.
Someone got it. 30 seconds. Oh. 30 seconds.
Beep, boop, boop, beep.
I don't know which one she chose.
Oh, you didn't see?
Not this one?
No, it was the one before that.
15 seconds.
So we're
I don't know what the word is, so it's up to Jared and Brian on that one.
4, 3, oh, now I got it. 1. They got it.
All right. Good job, people.
Yay!
What was that?
Good job!
That was a lot.
What was that word? Was it mixing?
Mix.
Okay.
Well, sorry, I didn't want to do that one. I skipped it on accident.
Well, so you were going like this, and I was like,
They would never get around me.
I know why I got messed up the video. That's good. If you do that, I'll be very upset. They almost yanked my computer off the table.
poor cable man.
Brian, move that there!
See, I told you so. We're done. That's a good one.
Goodbye. Okay, it's nothing.
Oh, these are all.
And it's me.
What?
I told you.
And it's nothing
takes a
again.
minute. That's a good one. You could have done that.
Nobody knows.
I'm cheating. Are we ready?
All right, Brian's cheating everybody. All right, Brian's cheating everybody.
That counts. Yeah. No, you don't think so?
Nobody.
What?
I feel like
Is it missing the T?
What? What is what did I get? Oh my god.
Oh, Antonio just got it. Oh my.
Please hurry back.
Oh my god.
Hurry back.
Dad.
Hurry back. Brian, no.
These are so hard.
Oh my gosh. No, it's not lag. There's no lag. Brian was just out of frame for like a solid minute.
Nothing.
Got it.
Got it.
Nothing was a good guess, cause yeah, Brian was
Oh, that's a good one.
Brian was gone for a while there. Ooh, look at that.
Are you kidding me?
Air guitar.
Air guitar, you
You
can't.
got it.
It looked like he was playing Guitar Gabe. I agree. He was going a little too crazy with the thing.
5, 4, 3.
Well, hold on. Give it a little bit of leeway. It's delay.
They got that. They got that one.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Sorry guys, we tried. Girls won again this week. But hey, stay watching if you will. We're gonna transition to the talk, but before that we have a couple leaders who wanted to update you on how they're doing so that way you feel connected. So Chase, go ahead and do that.
All right, let's see if I can do it this time. Just kidding. Which might take a second.
Don't forget to switch audio.
Hold on, it's coming up right now. I'm out of ports on my computer. And it causes problems. You know, one of these days, I swear, I'm actually gonna get this right. Whoa! All right. Hold on. It's necessary. All right, you ready?
What is happening?
I'll tell you what's gonna happen. All right, people. Here you go. Whoa! All right. Hold on. It's necessary. All right, you ready?
What is happening?
I'll tell you what's gonna happen. All right, people. Here you go.
Hey guys, how's it going? Hey. This is the now fourth try for this video, because during the third, Corey called me and ruined that take, so thank you, Corey. I love it. But hey, nonetheless, we really do miss you guys, and we hope that you're doing well. Hey guys. Yeah, this is some interesting times we're living in, and it's scary, annoying, frustrating, all of the above. Unknown, yeah. It's been a crazy couple weeks, but just like a little life update with us. I don't know if you guys know, but we got married. It was supposed to be yesterday, ended up being in March.
Yeah, we planned. God laughed.
It's been a crazy and that's couple been weeks. Pretty much the learning experience from this whole thing. Is just you know many life update with us. But God directs his path. You guys know, but so got married. I don't know if I could give you guys any encouragement is just to stay faithful in March during all of this.
We planned, God laughed.
Like Kylie said, it seems like it's been known as out there. Been pretty much the learning experience from this whole thing is just everything's known life update with us. You don't have to worry about any of this stuff or fret. I don't know if I could give you guys any encouragement. We just have to stay faithful to Him during all of this.
We planned, God laughed. Build your house on His foundation, and that's something we tell each other all the time. You know, with God as our foundation, we got this because He has it, and it's given us peace knowing that you know God has a plan. He knows the beginning and the end, and you know God is our foundation. We just need to trust Him. We got this because
and that is really what it comes down to, is trusting in the Lord with all of your heart and not relying on what you think you know, but in everything you do, acknowledge Him.
God has a plan. He knows the beginning
Proverbs
and the
3,
end.
5, and 6. I'd encourage you guys to memorize that piece of scriptures I have, because that is really what it brings a lot of peace and comfort, knowing that I don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to have it all figured out. None of you have to have it all figured out. God is in control. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. To trust Him. I'd encourage you guys to memorize that. We look forward to seeing you guys in person and not on a screen. Brings a lot of peace and comfort, because I really miss. I don't have to have it all figured out. Giving you guys big hugs and just hearing about life. So none of you have to have it all figured out.
God guys, we're always here for you. If you need us,
I'd encourage you guys
day or night.
We look forward to seeing you guys in person and not on a screen.
We miss you guys and we love you. And
I don't
want you to know
that
giving
you guys
we're
big
here to
hugs
support you
and just hearing about life. So
none
of you have to have it all figured
whatever
out.
way we can. Guys, we're always here for you. If you need us,
I'd encourage you guys
day or night.
stay strong. Take care. We love you.
Love you.
See you soon.
Can't wait to see you. We miss you guys.
Let's talk about dates. No, not those. Yeah, those. I mean, look how much fun they're having. Dates are great, right? Until they're not. Like, maybe he said, "Sup, bruh?" to your dad. Maybe she won't stay off her phone. Maybe he won't stop taking selfies. Yeah. Maybe he said you remind him of someone special. Dates are his ex-girlfriend. Right? Until next, they're not. It can make you wish dates came with an escape button. But there's a way to make dating a better experience. Maybe she won't stay off her phone. We can have coffee without conflict. We can go to dinner without wanting to dash. We can save the day. His ex-girlfriend. Until next, they're not. It can make you wish dates came with an escape button.
So the last couple of weeks we've been
There's
talking
a way
about
to make dating a better experience.
and we've said that
we can
being
have
in a
coffee
dating
without
relationship
conflict.
is different than
We can go
anything
to dinner
else that
without wanting to dash. We can't
in our lives.
say
It's
that
different
his
than
ex-girlfriend
friends. It's
until
different.
they're not.
It's just different than anything else we've ever.
An escape
So
button.
the last couple of weeks, we've been
There's a
talking
way to make
in
dating
one interesting way, and we've said that
We can have
when we're in a
dating
relationship,
without
we tend to
can go to
throw
dinner
common
without wanting
sense
to
out the
date.
window. We all have a general understanding of how things work when it comes to different than anything else we've ever. It usually is more straightforward and cut and dry. One interesting way, but we're in a dating relationship. When we're in a relationship, it's easy to lose our common sense. It's easy to throw common sense. You've probably seen it with somebody. We all have a general. Maybe that person is really smart, but when it comes to dating, or they get in a relationship and it just feels like they become a completely different person, or they just are acting weird. It's easy to lose their time solely spent with that one person. Sometimes it's amusing when you see your friends abandon common sense when they're in a relationship. And sometimes it's just sad. Other times, a lot of people make bad dating choices and things. Why would you do that? Solely spent with that one. Don't you know that it's just going to end up bad? In some ways, that's why people talk about regret so much. And sometimes when they talk about dating, it isn't that dating itself is something bad. Dating choices. Dating can be a great part of your high school years. Don't you know? The problem is when we're in a relationship, it's harder to see things in some ways. And when someone can't see a situation clearly, they make choices that they wouldn't have made otherwise. It isn't that dating. They make choices that they can end up regretting. Dating and what's interesting is although we see it when it's happening to other people, we don't necessarily see it when it's happening to ourselves. When someone can't see a situation, it's so easy to see someone or just something be a bad choice for a friend, but when it comes to yourself, it can be harder. We see it, for example, maybe one of your friends when it's happening to ourselves. When someone can't see a situation, it's so easy to see someone or just something be a bad choice for a friend, but when it comes to yourself, it can be harder. We see it, for example, maybe one of your friends when it's happening to ourselves. When someone can't see a situation, it's so easy to see someone or just something be a bad choice for a friend, but when it comes to yourself, it can be harder. We see it, for example, maybe one of your friends when it's happening to ourselves. When someone can't see a situation, it's so easy to see someone or just something be a bad choice for a friend, but when it comes to yourself, it can be harder. We see it, for example, maybe one of your friends when it's happening to ourselves. When someone can't see a situation, it's so easy to see someone or just something be a bad choice for a friend, but when it comes to yourself. And we've said that being in a dating relationship is different than anything else that we've experienced in our lives. It's different than friends. It's different than. It's just different than anything else we've ever known. In one interesting way, and we've said that when we're in a relationship, we tend to throw common sense out the window. We all have a general understanding of how things work when it comes to friendship. Than anything else we've ever. It usually is, it's more straightforward, more cut and dry. In one interesting way, but we're in a dating relationship. When we're in a relationship, it's easy to lose our common sense. It's easy to throw common sense. You've probably seen it with somebody. We all have a general. Maybe that person is really smart, but when it comes to dating, or they get in a relationship and it just feels like they become completely. For the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about dating, and we've said that being in a dating relationship is different than anything else that we've experienced in our lives. It's different than friends. It's different than. It's just different than anything else we've ever known. In one interesting way, dating is different. When we're in a relationship, we tend to throw common sense out the window. We all have a general understanding of how things work when it comes to friendships. Like, it usually is, it's more straightforward, more cut and dry. But when we're in a dating relationship, it's easy to lose our common sense. It's easy to lose our head. You've probably seen it with somebody, Maybe that person is really smart, but when it comes to dating, or they get in a relationship and it just feels like they've become a completely different person, or they just are acting weird, or just their time is solely spent with that one person. Sometimes it's amusing when we see our friends abandon common sense
when they're in a dating relationship, but sometimes it's just sad. And other times, we watch people make bad dating choices and think, why would you do that? Don't you know that it's just going to end up bad? In some ways, that's why people talk about regret so much when they talk about dating. It isn't that dating itself is bad. Dating can be a great part of your high school years. The problem is when we're in a relationship, it's harder to see things clearly. And when someone can't see a situation clearly, they make choices that they wouldn't have made otherwise. They make choices that they can end up regretting. And what's interesting is although we see it when it's happening to other people, we don't necessarily see it when it's happening to ourselves. It's so easy to see someone or just something being a bad choice for a friend, but when it comes to yourself, it can be harder to see. For example, maybe one of your friends dated someone who didn't have the best reputation, and you thought that he or she was making a bad decision. But then you met someone who necessarily didn't have the best reputation for whatever, different reasons, but still not good things. And because you felt the situation was different, you were confident that you could handle whatever happened. Like, it's the same scenario, but just because it was you and not your friends, you're like, I have everything completely under control. I know what's going on. My friends don't, but I do. Even though it's the same exact thing. Maybe you had solid evidence that your friend's boyfriend was cheating on her, but your friend was in denial about it and stayed with him anyway, which was clearly a bad choice that wouldn't end well. And then you dated a guy and got word that he cheated on you. See, we tend to have general rules when it comes to dating. I don't know, it could be things like don't date a cheater, don't date somebody who gets you down, don't date someone who treats you poorly, obviously. Don't date someone who pulls you away from friends or goals or values you have for yourself. We tend to say these things, but then when we actually start falling for someone and get feelings for someone, we tend to make excuses or exceptions for our own situations. We can say things like, it's fine, it's just the way it is, or I can control this, it's not going to get out of hand, I know what I'm doing, or I can handle the consequences of whatever. And these views could bring us to a place where we make less than great decisions. The question is, what can we do about it? How can you save your dating life from decisions that you regret? To talk about that, I want to look at a story from the Bible that speaks about this issue. It involves arguably the most famous king of Israel, David. David was known as a victorious general, a great leader, and a man after God's own heart. But even with all his credentials, he still made some mistakes. Everyone does. This particular mistake took place during a war with the Ammonites, one of Israel's biggest enemies. During that time, when a nation went to war, the king themselves fought alongside their troops. But look what David does. Alright, we're going to look at a verse from 2 Samuel 11:1. In the spring of the year, when kings normally go out to war, David sent Joab and the Israelite army to fight the Ammonites. David decided not to go. And this decision had consequences that would unfold later. By choosing to stay home, David was essentially sending a message to his troops saying, I want you to fight for my honor and for our people, but I'm not willing to do the same. And that was just the beginning. When his army was at war, David was home and bored. Imagine week 7 of summer vacation. You're over it. The pool is no longer fun. You've slept more than you've ever had in your entire life. It's too hot to be outside, and you don't have any money to go anywhere. So one afternoon, David is walking around the rooftop of his palace. He notices a beautiful woman bathing. So he sends someone to find out more about her, and this is the report. She is Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliam and the wife of Uriah the Hittite. The messenger didn't tell David her name.
He was sure that David knew Bathsheba was someone's daughter and someone's wife already. In other words, I have an idea of what you want, but this isn't a good idea. She isn't an object. She is a daughter and a wife, and she is not yours to have. But David wasn't interested in logic. His judgment was clouded by emotions. He may have even realized it wasn't a good idea, but he was the king. He was an exception to all of the rules. So David sent someone to bring Bathsheba to him. So we can imagine that David made a couple of assumptions here. One, I am an exception to the rules, as in I am the king, I can do whatever I want. What I'm doing isn't that bad, alright, and I can manage the consequences. So he sleeps with Bathsheba, and soon after that, Bathsheba discovers that she's become pregnant. This was lesson number 1 for David. He is not an exception. He made a very irresponsible choice, took advantage of a woman he had no right to sleep with, and then he got her pregnant. He got himself into a huge mess. But that would have been the only mess if he immediately owned up to his mistake right then and there, but he didn't. Instead, he panicked. He decided to call Uriah, Bathsheba's husband, home from war. His thinking was that if Uriah came home and slept with his wife, then everyone could say that the baby was Uriah's and not his. But when Uriah got home, he didn't feel like it was right to sleep in his own bed while his friends and fellow soldiers were fighting a war. So he slept outside of the palace instead. This was admirable, but it messed up David's plan. So David changed up what he was thinking. He invited Uriah over to dinner, hoping to get him drunk and that he'd hopefully go home and sleep with his wife. But what happened was Uriah still wouldn't go back to his house. Once again, he slept outside of the palace. So David is desperate to hide what he's done, and he goes for the ultimate solution. He gives an order for Uriah to go back to war. But this time, David wants Uriah stationed in the front lines, where the fighting is the most dangerous. Because if David didn't cover up Bathsheba's pregnancy, then Uriah had to be taken out of the picture entirely. And that's what happened. And that's what happened. Uriah was killed, and afterwards David made Bathsheba one of his wives. Now, we listen to the story today and wonder, what was David thinking? These are horrible decisions. But the truth is, there are times in all of our relationships when people might look at us and wonder the exact same thing. And even though we're not going to resort to murder, hopefully, the truth is all of us are capable of making really dumb choices and getting stuck in a situation we never intended to get stuck in. With a better perspective, we could have seen how our poor choices would lead to poor outcomes. But sometimes when we're in the middle of a situation, we tend to lose perspective. We can convince ourselves that we're the exception, like David thought he was the exception. We could think that, hey, we're not going to have regrets. We're not going to get caught. We could turn things around. We can make this right. We won't turn out like everybody else. Or we have a relationship that nobody else can possibly understand. So when they tell us something is off, it's just that they don't get us. But the reality is, when we believe that we're an exception to the usual consequences, we're in denial. We're fooling ourselves. And if we aren't careful, we could find ourselves in a situation like David. Not exactly like David, of course, but stuck like David, surrounded by the results of bad decisions that we would have liked to avoid in the first place. It's easy to see what David did wrong, but the question is, why did he do it? Why did he continue to make bad decision after bad decision? I would say the reason is this. Throughout David's ordeal, he was asking the wrong questions. Over and over again, he was asking, what could I get away with? How could he avoid the consequences? Every single decision he made was through that perspective. And because he was the only person speaking into his decisions, like he was making all the decisions himself, no input from anybody else, he was able to excuse all the bad ones, find a reason for everything. After all, when we believe we're the exception to the rule, we can justify just about anything we want to. We can tell ourselves that things are okay when they really aren't. And that's especially true in our dating lives.
The tendency to justify bad decisions or to allow unwise choices doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a very normal person. We are all tempted to lean away from the truth when it threatens someone or something we like. But here's the thing. You owe it to yourself to be honest to yourself. As an adult, you owe it to you to make sure your life, including your dating life, is the absolute best that it can possibly be. So when it comes to dating, it helps to ask yourself the right questions. Such as, is there any area where you find yourself thinking that you can get away with something? Or trying to find ways around the rules? Is there an area where you find yourself thinking, this may be true for everyone else, but it isn't true for me or us? Is there anything that makes you think you have things under control, even when everybody else is telling you differently? In other words, is there an area where you're just not being honest with yourself? Because here's the thing, David was the king of Israel. He was a very smart person. But even with all that power and intellect, he got himself into a mess that led to consequences that he dealt with for the rest of his life. So, when did David realize that he had gotten off track? When a guy named Nathan spoke up. Nathan was a prophet, and prophets were used by God to communicate his insight to people. So when this situation had officially spiraled out of control, Nathan ended up confronting David, and David listened. See, we all need a person who will be honest with us when we are not being honest with ourselves. So this week, I encourage you to do 3 things. Number 1, find your Nathan. This could be a close, wise friend. It could be a small group leader. It could be a trusted adult. Think about all the people in your life and think of somebody who will be straight up with you. They're not going to lie to your face. They're not worried to say things you don't want to hear because they truly care about you and want the best for you. Number 2, ask them to help you see areas where you're not honest with yourself or facing the truth in your life. It can be a scary thing, but you don't have to tell them every single detail about your relationship. Chances are they'll be able to see things just by knowing you. Then here's the hard part, 3, you have to listen to them. Even if you find a trusted advisor and they have very wise things to say, the wisdom is wasted if you don't listen. So, make a decision to always give this person a chance to say what they see. To be honest with you, even when it's something you definitely don't want to hear. Because if you don't want to hear their thoughts on the situation, there's a good chance that you need to hear it. You owe it to yourself to have a clear view of you and your life and your choices. And one of the best ways to get a real clear view of a situation is to get somebody from an outside perspective who will help you see the situation honestly and clearly. Because here's the thing, being honest with yourself right now can save you a lot of pain later. It can save you a lot of regret or a lot of baggage just in the weeks, months, or even years to come. The reality is that all of us can end up in a million places that we didn't want to be by accident. All because we never asked tough questions and made the tough decisions.